demonstrated that on a number of occasions. Probably the biggest match of Masada's young career tonight, opening up night 2 of a Hardcore Hell 2003 against a man whose track record in Wildside speaks for itself, one of the most popular competitors ever within the company. Also a former world television champion and a man that has made more than his fair share of positive contributions to the history, the present, and the future of NWA Wildside.
He's also created a lot of enemies. A lot of people here are very jealous, very envious of the man you see before you, the genetic freak known as Onyx. I mean, he's been sticking in the craw of Jeff G. Bailey and all of his goons for the past couple of years with no problem, but Onyx is still standing. And Onyx's stature, I mean, the fact he's obviously a few inches shorter than most of your traditional professional wrestlers, but that stature and that low center of gravity, as Gordon Sully would point out, has been to his advantage so often. That is the powerhouse, that is the unpredictable powerhouse that we call Onyx.
Onyx has parlayed so many gifts into a positive and professional wrestling career, Steven. The former Western Carolina University star tailback who went on to play in the Canadian Football League, and he was plowing through linebackers then. He's plowing through the wrestlers now. He's in the ring with Masada, the student of Rudy Boy Gonzalez, the native of Waco, Texas. Not exactly a popular city among American pop culture historians. Of course, Masada, as many people would train in the gym. Masada, he prefers to do things the rugged way. He trains outside. He goes to death metal concerts and sees how many people he can absolutely beat the teetotal shit out of when he's out in a mosh pit. This guy Masada, he is something else. But right now he's got Onyx and he's got a big test. Hip toss by the genetic specimen.
And a hip toss with the legs careening into that bottom rope. That's not good for the calves, last I checked.
Scooping a slam there by Onyx. Beautiful drop kick.
And many assets that Onyx has, those shoulders, those massive shoulders. You get hit with one of those, more often than not, you black out. Which conveniently, it happens to be Onyx's finishing maneuver, which has seen more than its share of success here at the rings of NWA Wildside.
Baseball slide drop kick to the lower back of Masada. Off the apron comes Onyx. Masada out of the way, sending the genetic specimen into the guardrail.
Here as we tape this, as we're taping this right now, it's March the 29th, 2003, and we have a lot of repeat customers here this evening, shall we say, for who went to Hardcore Hell the first night, last night, and that amazing three-way ladder match for the Wildside Tag Team Champions. Matter of fact, what's left of the ladders is stationed before us here right now.
A night of carnage, catastrophe, and triumph was Hardcore Hell 2003 Part 1, and now as we begin night 2, we're off to a hot start here. Masada in control. Lateral press. 2 count only. What about last night? Also, Ron the Truth Killings returning, along with the surprise of Mr. Wildside, Steve Martin. And, of course, the man in charge of it all was Jeff G. Bailey. He orchestrated the whole thing. And Killings was defeated by AJ Styles. What a phenomenal matchup that was.
It certainly was. And also they're seeing AJ Styles accompanied by nothing less in his resplendent, in his green jacket, straight from Augusta National, the living legend Larry Zbyszko, here at the hallowed halls of the NWA Arena.
It was truly an honor and a privilege to call a match with the living legend. We had a good time here, and that was a tremendous matchup. Styles, your victor. Now look at Onyx. Look at the genetic freak that is Onyx.
Thunderous chops stopping Masada in his tracks. Masada's trying his best to mount some sort of offense here, and it's really difficult with Onyx on the warpath like this, but obviously the trials and tribulations of both these competitors are beginning to pay some dividends for their opponents, respectively.
And look at Onyx with those punches. Weighing into Masada, trading blows, and look at the blows they're trading here. Steve, Irish whip by Onyx. Duck of a clothesline by Masada, duck of a clothesline by Onyx. He's got him. Big front slam by Onyx. Has a pinfall, 2 count. Masada kicks out.
Actually, Onyx was not putting too much weight on top of Onyx with that pin. Obviously, Onyx is really winded at the moment. Masada putting up much more of a fight than Onyx had anticipated. But I dare say Onyx is not super underestimating the power of Rudy Boy Gonzalez, stellar student, Masada here at Hardcore Hell.
Well, as the slogan goes, unknowns are made into legends. At Hardcore Hell, Masada now getting his opportunity to show his very best at Hardcore Hell. 2 count only. Onyx kicks out.
And I know one of the matches we were most looking forward to here this evening for the World Television title as the Soul Assassin Rain Man scheduled to face the Italian monster, Tony Mamaluke. But as we start off this second part of Hardcore Hell, Tony Mamaluke is not here, and I'm a little concerned for his welfare.
Not a phone call. Very mysterious circumstances surrounding Tony Mamaluke and his appearance here tonight. He's not here in the building. He's a man that is very prepared in his wrestling matches. He usually shows up hours in advance to work out in the ring to make sure that his cardio is where he wants it to be for his match, to scout out his opponents. Tony Mamaluke is a true professional in every sense of the word. Well, he's not here tonight, and that is very, very unlike Tony Mamaluke. There's the blackout. Onyx making short work of Masada.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest is Onyx.